Hello everyone, Rabbi Rosen here. I hope all is well with you and wishing you all the best for a very wonderful Shabbat. I was taken by something that occurred this past week in the U.S. Senate. As I think most of us know, the Senate passed the president's climate and economic package by a single vote. The vice president had to break a tie. That made all the difference with respect to the passage of that particular piece of legislation. I was reminded of something in modern Israeli history. When it came time to decide whether or not the state should be declared, knowing that there would be war, knowing that the conflict would overflow into sadness and destruction, a proto-cabinet sat down and said, let's take a vote to see if we really want to go ahead. The vote to go ahead to declare the state of Israel won by a margin of 6-4. It's amazing how many things in life come down to that razor-thin margin. Sometimes the examples are relatively minor. You are trying to get tickets for a concert, you go online, but you miss getting those tickets by a couple of seconds. A team misses the division championship because it loses out by half a game. The student misses the A for the course by a single point on a single exam. Sometimes, of course, the stakes are much higher. You lose the career path you wish to be on. You lose the partner you hope to have in life, sometimes by, again, a razor-thin margin. But our Torah portion of the week has a lot to say about the power and the necessity of seeing life from the standpoint of knowing that even though the margins in life are sometimes thin, we should not judge ourselves by the fact that sometimes we come out on the losing end of that difference. Moses has wanted to lead the people to the land of Israel, the promised land. He is not allowed to go there because of his sin. But what God does allow him to do is to stand on Mount Nebo and to peer into the land and to see indeed what it looks like. And of course, it is very beautiful. Moses gets almost to the cusp of entering the land, but can't do so. And whether or not he considers himself a failure, we truly understand why he might. We ourselves do the same thing. If we don't get that goal that we have been hoping to achieve, even if we're very, very close, we sometimes see ourselves as having failed. But Moses, the leader who fails to accomplish his most treasured kind of goal, nonetheless is accorded with the highest honors in our tradition. Moses is Moshe Rabbeinu. He is our teacher. He is our greatest prophet. He is the one that is the spokesperson for Torah, even though he only gets to the point of almost when it comes to entering the land. I think we can learn a great deal from the experience of Moses, and to realize that so much in our lives is really the matter of not necessarily getting all that we wish for, not only becoming tantalizingly close to the goals we wish to attain, but also seeing the bigger picture. As it says in Pirkei Avot, Ezehu asher hasameach bechelko, who is the one who is really fortunate in this world, the one who is happy with one's portion. But really, that word chelko can be translated to mean in God's portion, which is to say, when we live lives that are godly, when we are filled with sincerity and integrity and a thirst for the right thing to do, when we cultivate love and justice and friendships, even if there are things we are missing at the end of the line, nonetheless, we will have accomplished very great things. So we shouldn't fear the thin and narrow margins. That's what life is all about. And we should cross the finish line as often as we can. But let's not be too harsh on ourselves and realize that there are so many arenas in life where we can achieve greatness, and that is what counts. Shabbat Shalom.